On the line from Sweden, I have young Swedish singer Amy Diamond. Now, because of the time difference, it's morning over there. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Now, apparently today is Swedish National Day. Am I right in that?
Yep.
Yep. So, what are you doing for Swedish National Day?
First I'm performing in Sundbyberg, and then afterwards I'm performing at another place. So I'm doing 2 performances today.
So, what will you be doing in your performances?
I will be singing 9 songs, I think.
And presuming they're off your first and second albums?
Yeah.
Yep. So how is the second album going at the moment? It's only just been released over there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was released last week, and it sold gold the first day.
So how does it feel to have a gold-selling album on day one?
Feels great.
So what's on your albums? Because I want to get to know you better over here in Australia. So what sort of music can we expect to hear on your albums?
I sing pop music, and the music is very happy music and songs, so you just sort of dance along to. So it's songs that I like myself.
So what are your musical influences?
I've always listened to music my whole life, and I like to listen to different kinds of music. I don't have any favourite artists or anything, but I like Robbie Williams and Shakira and everything normal that gets played on the radio.
So how did you get started in the music industry? What made you decide, I want to be a pop star?
I've been in lots of competitions, like singing talent competitions and stuff. And my first one was when I was 8 years old, and then I thought it was so fun to sing, so I just asked my mum and dad if they could find more talent competitions, and then they helped me. And then I just really wanted to sing more, so then I was in another competition, and then I won that, and somebody, or a guy in the jury, was from the record company, and they asked me if I wanted to record a song. And I really wanted to record a song, so I did that, and then we released it.
And what song was that?
It was What's In It For Me.
And how did it feel when What's In It For Me came out as a single, and your first album came out and became a big selling record in Sweden and other Scandinavian countries?
Well, when it was first released, I was just like hoping that the radios would play it and like somebody would like it and listen to it. So I didn't get my hopes up that it would go really well, and when it really went really well, I was like so happy.
So now that you've progressed, and you've also become internationally known, like through us, we found out about you just through browsing the internet and looking at Swedish charts and all that, and actually buying your CDs off sites like Amazon and that. So how does it feel to now sort of like be getting internationally known and hopefully getting released in other countries?
Well, it feels really nice because I've always wanted to release first in Sweden, of course, because I live there, and I also really wanted to release in other countries and see what they think about my music. So I'm just really happy that I get the opportunity to get to perform in other countries and stuff like that.
Now, you would want your records released over here in Australia, I guess?
Yeah, of course.
Now, because of that, we're going to let you ask me a few questions now about Australia. So is there anything you would like to know about Australia?
What's the weather like?
Well, listeners, I'm going to have to let the cat out of the bag here. I did record this on Tuesday night, the 6th of June. Well, today in Sydney, it was a cold day by our standards. It's around 16, 17 degrees, and it's been rainy for most of the day. We get a bit of sun in the mid-afternoon. And last Monday, which was yesterday for us now, it was very cold and wet. It was probably the coldest day we've had in Sydney so far this year. But our cold months, our winter is June, July, August, and our summer is December, January, February. And just for the record, it was about 46 degrees during the day for New Year's Day. That's the hottest day we've had so far this year, and the hottest day that I've experienced living in Sydney. So that was the one off. It was really hot that day. And to give you an idea of how hot it stayed, it was about 41, 42 degrees about 8 o'clock at night. It didn't really cool down much at all that day.
It's really cold in Sweden.
Yep. So what's it like over there in Sweden at the moment? What's the weather like?
Well, today it's very windy and it's quite grey, and it looks like it's going to start raining soon, unfortunately. But in May we had a lot of nice weather, and it seems like the summer is coming soon.
So are you doing anything this summer?
Yeah, I'm going on a summer tour, and then I'm going to Greece for 2 weeks just to have a holiday with my family, and then I'm just going to be at home, but I'm going to do quite a lot of touring, which is going to be really fun because it was my first summer tour last year, and I really enjoyed it, so it's going to be nice to get out there and perform again.
So do you have anything planned for after the summer, like towards the end of the year?
Well, I'm going to school, of course, and probably doing some performances and stuff on the weekends.
So how do you balance your schoolwork with being a pop star?
Well, I mostly do things on the weekends and on the summer holidays and Christmas breaks and that. But sometimes if there's something special, I get a day off, but mostly it's on the weekend, so it's not that difficult to combine both if you really want to.
Yep. So do you get snow for Christmas?
Yep.
Yep, we don't get it here. I guess I should fly over for Christmas one day.
Yeah, you should. Do you have kangaroos there?
Yeah, we do have kangaroos. Now, unlike The Simpsons, we don't have them in the cities. Well, I tell a lie, we do have them in the cities. There are things like Featherdale Wildlife Park, which, for those of us in Sydney, that's out at Doonside, just past Blacktown. We do have kangaroos out there in the enclosure and that. But no, we don't have them in the city hopping down the main street. And the main street of Sydney, by the way, is George Street and Pitt Street. So we don't have them jumping around the city. But if you go out into the bush, you can see one if they're about, hopefully. And yes, we do have koalas too around Sydney. So if you're lucky, you might get to see one of them. But they're a nocturnal animal. They usually sleep during the day and go out at night. And we also have possums as well. Trust me, you'll know when a possum's on top of your house because you hear this going across the roof at all sorts of hours and wakes you up usually too. So what sort of animals do you have over there?
We don't have that many wild animals. We just have normal pets like dogs and rabbits and stuff. We don't really have that many wild animals. Is Sydney the capital city?
No, Sydney's not our capital city. Our capital city is actually Canberra, which is about 3 hours South Sydney driving time, at about half an hour on a plane from Sydney Airport. But if you were to fly to Australia, you would land in Sydney, which is our biggest city. Are you planning on coming down to Australia at all?
It's always been a dream to actually go to Australia because it's so far away and it seems to be a really nice country. I watched Australian Idol and I thought the Opera House looked really nice, so I'd like to perform there.
So did you get Australian Idol over there, did you?
Pardon?
Did you get to see Australian Idol over there?
Yeah.
Who was your favourite Australian Idol, if you remember any of them?
Oh, I can't really remember any. I liked, I can't remember what her name was, but she was really popular, but then she got knocked out because everyone thought that everyone was going to vote for her. I can't remember what her name was.
Well, that's all we have time for with Amy here on 2AJFM today. It has been great talking to you over there in Sweden, Amy.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
That's all right, and you enjoy Swedish National Day. And before you go, can we ask you a favour?
Okay.
Could you introduce one of your tracks for us, please?
Hi, Baby Diamond, and you're listening to What's It For Me.